God engineered this all on his own. This is something that God is going to initiate. If you're tuning into the broadcast today of You Are Enough, I believe by faith and I receive and I pray you as well that God ordained you to hear what you need to hear. God initiated this supernatural divine shift that's taking place in your life. I don't mean just a beautiful change. I don't mean just a beautiful transformation. I don't mean a shift only, divinely or supernaturally. I mean, God is initiating a movement. See, God didn't call you to be a monument, a person just to be still. When God created the world, the Bible says that the Spirit of God moved and it hovered. The Spirit of God is moving in your direction and it's going to hover. And it's not just going to only change, it's not going to only just transform things in your life. It's not just going to redirect you. Honey, you're being moved. You've been moved from a place of stagnation. You've been moved from a place of lack. You're being moved from a place of inferiority. You're being moved from a place where you just can't get up off the ground running. You know, God's just been sitting on his throne, smiling at you, looking and seeing how you ducking and dodging the wiles and the schemes and the plots of the enemy, bragging on you. You know, sometimes you can give yourself a hard time. And God is smiling. God is cheering you on. All the angels in heaven have been cheering you on for this particular supernatural Kairos moment. I want you guys to hashtag that. It's my Kairos moment. It's a moment where God is going to intervene on your behalf to do what only God can do. Because we are limited to a degree, but God is not. God is going to do what you can't do. He wants to do it. So let him do it because you're being moved. You're literally being moved physically. You're going to be moved spiritually. God is going to move you emotionally. God is going to move you psychologically. And God's going to move you financially. You're going to move from a place from where you never wanted to be to a place where you've always prayed, envisioned, and hoped for. This is your Kairos moment. Hashtag it. This is my Kairos moment. This is a moment where God is going to bulldoze whoever is standing in your face, whatever is standing in your way, whatever giant is bullying you, whatever adversary is harassing you and hunting you and chasing you and setting booby traps and landmines in your face. God is going to bulldoze this stuff down. God is going to bulldoze these people down. I'm telling you, this is your Kairos moment. So you have to be ready for this next shift. You have to be ready for this next move. And you got to be ready for this next movement. You're being moved. You're being moved. So understand what is happening to you right now. God is moving you from a place of familiarity because you can't grow. You're too stagnant. You got too much on the inside of you. The Spirit of God on the inside of you with that beautiful dream and vision is screaming to get out. This is why a lot of you have been restless. You've just been pacing. You feel a little antsy and fidgety. Why? Because you're being moved. It's your Kairos moment. You're not comfortable where you are. Not anymore. Because God said it's time for you to leave the land of Lodabar. It's time for you to leave the land of lack. It's time for you to leave the land of not enough. It's time for you to leave a place and an environment where you're surrounded by people who don't have the same mindset that you have. See, whenever you are spiritually awakened and you are in the company of people who are not, they're like dead people walking. They have no vision. They have no goals. Their thinking is lower than yours. God is calling you out of this place and God is calling you out of this environment. God is shifting. God is moving. God is shaking. What is he doing it for? Because it's time for you to get to the place of fulfillment. It's really time for you to collide with destiny. And sometimes when you collide with destiny, when you're on that road, going to Canaan, going to the palace, it's a very, very hard road. It's a very, very difficult road. But when you're spiritually in tune and aligned like you are, you're going to understand what this is and why you're experiencing these things. They're not here to harm you. They're not here to injure you. They're not here to hurt. It's here to prepare and it's here to purge whatever doesn't need to be in your life. And don't worry, whatever God removes, He replaces it with something better. Whoever God removes, whoever God allows to exit, He's going to allow better people to come. You're going to be so happy when you get to this place because now you're going to be surrounded by quality things. You're going to be surrounded by quality people that have the same like mind like you. God said, I initiated this. You're tired. And you tell God all the time, God, I'm tired. Lord, just do something for me. God, just give me a sign that you're still with me. Lord, just give me a sign that I'm on the right path. God, give me a sign that I'm really hearing you. And you have to be prayed up to understand what God is doing because God has that little still small voice. And you can't have a lot of chaos around you because you're going to miss what God is saying you. You're going to miss His leading. You don't know where to go, but God's going to lead you. Some of you right now may be on a path you never thought you would be on. Some of you have made decisions that you thought you wouldn't have made. But do you know God factored all of that in His will? Every single bit of it. God factored it in His will. This is truly your Kairos moment. You've met the time. It's time. It's time for you to leave the place you are. It's time for you to get to the place where you can pray in peace, where you can have just peace. It's time for you to be in a place where you can spread your wings and fly and don't be judged. Don't be criticized in a bad way. It's time for you to be in a place in your life where you can grow and expand. You should get ready for expansion because that's what your future is all about is expansion. You should get ready for increase because this is what your future is. Increase. Hashtag increase. Hashtag expansion. Hashtag movement because you're going to expand. You're going to increase and you're on the journey right now to move. You're moving and you're going to be in places that you dream. You're going to grace stages and you're going to rub shoulders with people that you can't understand why God would choose you to grace these stages and walk into these places and work and network with people of this caliber. It's the favor that you have upon your life. See, let the devil think he can do what he wants to do. He's a defeated foe. He's not an enemy that you're fighting to defeat. He's already defeated. So change and transform the way you think. Satan is already defeated. Not trying to be one day, not might be one day. No, he's already defeated. So you have to change the mindset that you have right now because you're not fighting the enemy trying to destroy it. The devil's already destroyed. If you don't know it, then he can beat you and weigh you down spiritually and emotionally. You're gonna get your joy back, you're gonna get your bounce back, and you're gonna have an amazing comeback. This message is for you. Because God said He's the one that's initiating this change. God is the one that's initiating this shift. It's gonna come out of nowhere. You're not gonna understand why doors are closing. It's for your protection. And it's for God to redirect you into the right place. When God shuts a door, it's just not Him protecting you from things and harm and injury. God shut doors to redirect you in the right place. And He's going to open doors of increase, of breakthroughs, of miracles, of opportunities, of peace, of joy, and happiness in the Holy Spirit. You should get ready for this change. You should get ready for your Kairos moment. And don't be like Abraham. Don't try to take everybody with you. When God called you in a place, don't turn around and try to grab everybody with you. Leave Lot behind you. Leave them behind you. Because if you bring people that God didn't call you to bring, it's going to bring so much frustration. And it's going to bring sometimes division where God didn't want the division. You have the courage. Barak. Remember the story of Deborah, the prophetess, and Barak? Go on your own if God is calling you alone because he's with you. And you and God together are the majority. No, family, you don't need anything else. You don't need anybody else. When you need it, God will give it to you. When you need people, God will give you the people. He will. Stop trying to figure it out. Stop trying to make it happen. Just embrace the moment. Just embrace and just trust. It can't be stopped. The wheel is already in motion. It can't be. You ought to be glad and you ought to be happy and you ought to get excited right now for where you are literally going and the things that you're getting ready to touch. I mean, literally, you're going to touch. You're going to touch things that you envisioned, that you dreamed about. Why? Because the Bible said, write the vision and make it plain. He said the vision will speak and it won't lie, but it's just for an appointed time. It couldn't happen when you want it to happen because it wasn't time. God said, now is your Kairos moment. God said, now you're standing on the edge of a supernatural shift. You're literally standing on the edge right now of a supernatural movement. Can you imagine a supernatural movement? What God will do for you in a day, it probably took you years to do it. God gonna do it to you, and He's gonna do it for you in a day. A day is like 1,000 years to God. Can you imagine? Receive the word of the Lord today. Don't forget, family, to put your seed in the ground, and don't forget to share this message, like, and subscribe. We'll talk later.